Slow cooking for tender cuts. Slow cooking is an excellent method for tenderizing tougher cuts of meat. By cooking low and slow, such as in a slow cooker or oven at a low temperature, collagen in the meat breaks down, resulting in a melt-in-your-mouth texture. Ideal for cuts like brisket or chuck roast. Marinating to enhance tenderness. Marinating meat in an acidic mixture, like vinegar, lemon juice, or yogurt, helps break down muscle fibers and adds flavor. Let the meat marinate for several hours or overnight for the best results. This method is great for tougher cuts like flank steak. Using a meat tenderizer. A meat tenderizer, either a mallet or a needle tenderizer, physically breaks down the fibers in the meat. By pounding or pricking the meat, you can make it more tender without relying on long cooking times. This method works well for steaks, chicken breasts, and pork chops. Braising for flavor and tenderness. Braising combines both searing and slow cooking. Start by browning the meat in a hot pan, then simmer it in liquid, such as broth or wine, over low heat for a few hours. This process helps tenderize even the toughest cuts while infusing them with rich flavors. Sous vide for precise tenderness. Sous vide cooking involves sealing the meat in a vacuum bag and cooking it in a water bath at a precise temperature. This method ensures the meat cooks evenly and remains tender without overcooking. Ideal for cuts like beef short ribs or pork belly. Grilling with proper techniques. Grilling can also result in tender meat when done right. Using indirect heat, marinating, and allowing the meat to rest after cooking are key techniques for ensuring the meat stays juicy and tender. Cuts like chicken thighs and lamb chops benefit from this method. Tenderizing with salt. Salting meat before cooking can also help tenderize it. Salt draws moisture to the surface, which then dissolves some of the proteins. This results in a more tender and flavorful texture. This method works well for steaks and other lean cuts. Resting meat after cooking. Allowing meat to rest after cooking is crucial for tenderness. When meat is cooked, juices are driven to the center, and resting lets them redistribute throughout. This step helps keep the meat moist and tender, especially for steaks and roasts. Pressure cooking for quick tenderness. A pressure cooker uses steam and high pressure to cook meat quickly while breaking down tough fibers. This method is perfect for tougher cuts like lamb shanks or oxtail, turning them tender in a fraction of the time. Dry aging for enhanced tenderness. Dry aging is a method used by restaurants and butchers to enhance tenderness. It involves hanging meat in a controlled environment for several weeks, allowing natural enzymes to break down muscle fibers. This results in a more tender and flavorful steak.